crowd is ready to go as their guys will match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Harris. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Gay is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Jones now throwing after the interception. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Jones. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit. Steps away. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Jones. And it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll set up a throw. Complete to Jones. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here in Washington to take the season sweep. 2nd and long. Escaping the pressure right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Javon Kinlaw in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. The give is to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Looking to throw. Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away.
Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Cook, a 1st down and more. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Now, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Back to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you? Jones hit, and the ball's out.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jones. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
And the
throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You got to get it done with your offensive unit.
A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react. Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Now it's the backup, Tannehill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. Flushed out right. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retained possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They'll run with Cook. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try to put it in that way.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall.
And the Eagles add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Jones. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now Jones from the gun on 3rd down. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the counter, Sermon. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Jones sliding out of the pocket. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Off the play fake. Jones. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the gun, Tannehill. Forced out to his left, and he'll just get rid of it.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tannehill, and the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And we will not have a run back here as the 2nd half starts with a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well, so where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones steps away to his left. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Oh, he's got a little daylight. The 20.
And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 7-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it is 28-0.
Washington, nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
This fielded right at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Caught on the right side by Jones. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set it. Go red.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Here we go.
Tyler Lockett, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Gay is on for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Washington, nothing. Matt Gay sets the kickoff.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now a first down carry by Jones. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10. Again, it's Jones. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Here's Jones looking to throw on 2nd down. And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. I'm starting to wonder, Charles, if 5 interceptions, is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Complete here, it's Hyde. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
They're going to need some therapy after this.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Eagles 42, Washington nothing.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Jones. This is caught by Tate. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Dancing to his left. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards.
2nd and 7.
Jones. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Finding room to the 20. And all the way down to the 5. Now Jones. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Mac Jones.
Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And Washington able to get a score back. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
As they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
It's a squibber picked up around the 27. Now a hit and a loose football.
And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw again, Jones. Escaping the pressure right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Jones now on 3rd down. They still can't get him. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 15. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Taken down by Pete Werner. Coming up on 2nd and 7.
On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw here. Buying time to his left. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. Rolling to his left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill, and he's going to get this inside the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
This is caught and out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
They'll run for it with Cook. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Flushed out right.
A check down here to Jones.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Jones.
And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Jones. Caught right side. Tate. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. A big
offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Eagles, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Washington, they're squarely in play for next year mode now as they drop